What up?
Hello.
What up, senoras and senoras?
Who the
Welcome.
heck is this guy?
Who's that? Oh
Whoa.
my God, is that my baby brother over there?
I think
What
it's that
punch?
kid going.
Saitama in the house. Oh,
Going.
no, that's from Anime Core. We'll
Yeah.
be coming back with that with the Dragon Ball superheroes. But don't you hate that thing, man? When you go on a page and there's spoilers everywhere.
Oh, man, I work with so many people. There's no way I could not get the spoilers already.
What's up, guys? I am the zombie, the smart zombie. What he says, that name, I didn't give my name. I didn't give that to myself. It was given to me.
I didn't get to pick it. I just use it a lot, even though nobody asked.
Nobody has, exactly. Give it up for the Hulk Man.
Oh, yeah.
Cosplayer, the Hitman. This is the Hitman and the Zombie show.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
other two co-hosts are taking a well-deserved R&R.
A little
It's kind of, you go ahead.
It's just the OGs this time around.
Yes, like we started in this, like we started this podcast a year and a half ago. Can't believe it's been that long already.
Such a journey.
So the reason we're starting kind of cold is I would like to stop and say this is the reason why we started this. The passion that She-Hulk brought back into us, or especially to me, was the reason why I said I want to do this. And
Is it we're bleeding? It got into your blood?
And this is why me and the Hitman started this. If you saw it, you could see our first video, man. We were all over the place, but it's cool to see how far we came along.
Yeah, man, those amateurs, those guys are
like, I was like in a little tiny box somewhere.
Yeah, if you saw us then and you stuck with us, like, more power. You must be like hecka desperate.
And I understand there's other review shows doing the same thing, but hey, you get the funnies here, and then I know we don't go in depth, but hey, we try our best and we have fun with it. Mm-hmm. So, like I was saying, that's the reason why we started this, and after seeing this episode, it reminded me why Marvel could be so fucking awesome, and not a drag like Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, and other stuff that had no connectivity to it. You know, hopefully we still continue to see Bruce along the way.
Oh, no, thank you. That budget is already blown out from episode 1.
Episode 1.
We're good. Hey, what if they start calling her Hulk and then they call him He Hulk?
He Hulk.
He Hulk smash. They flip the script on him.
You're like, who are you again?
You know what though? Technically, his pronouns could be they, because there's two of them, right? The Hulk is different consciousness.
He just. Yeah. So yeah, guys, and also right off the bat, I would like to say that we have a She-Hulk inspired contest. That you believe me, you want to win this pack. Like you've seen us before giveaway stuff. You would like to win this contest.
Show us a video of you hulking out and throwing somebody through a window.
There you go. Just be careful. No. Make sure there's pillows outside, and it's not from a far distance. No. That's not our contest. Don't even come in there. The cops will be knocking on our doors. Are you the one encouraging this?
No, like still send those videos, but we're not encouraging.
We're not encouraging it at all.
If you do, like if you were thinking about it anyway.
Or we could say, give us your best Hulk impression, but we're still working on the details. Coming up this week, you'll know how to enter, but for sure is first thing first, you have to be subscribed to the channel. So make sure you're subscribed. That's the first thing. And after that, you're eligible to participate in the contest.
Hit that bell.
Like I said, details are on their way. So let's get this ado like we were supposed to do this properly. Hey man, what was our name before?
Whew, Lord, we were around the Marvel World podcast.
And in
And
that
we never
vein,
get the timing right on that. And we always did the whoop-de-whoop. Like when we're saying we're way past around and we're still doing this. We were good times. That's how we started.
and then we decided to go by one more name, which we'll say it together tangibly. Watchers,
Assemble!
assemble! And with
Oh,
that, we'll be right back.
Television, comics, movies. It's more than a linear surface. It's a prism of endless streaming, where single choice can bridge infinite forms of media. We are the Watchers from around another world. To avoid the mistakes of our past, we are tasked with viewing these chronologies. Join us as we ponder the question, what's on?
it's a bop.
That was a beautiful voice right there of this man right here. So yeah, man, the Watchers are back. Marvel is feeling right with this episode. Hopefully, it keeps going up in the uptrend. From this one,
By the way, we watch everything.
everything,
If you're picking
even
up,
even the parodies. Let's give a moment of silence to the late great China.
My God, what the zombie apocalypse or what? Jeez, come on. We had zombies like 5 years ago.
Oh goodness sake, man!
Finally, we're ahead of China on something.
I'm talking about the wrestler who portrayed the kids. Don't even look at him. Never mind. Okay, moving on. What are your
All right, different pages with that one.
oh shoot. Don't look up 30. No, never mind. Never mind.
No, I don't want to spoil the world news for everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. There's a role.
It's getting wild. I just figured because you were the zombie you were on.
Oh, okay.
You're like moving there or something. Be with your people.
Oh God! I accidentally typed it in. I'm like, okay, wrong one. Delete.
Whoa! Wait, why would a wrestler name herself after the fine dishes that break easily that you bring out when you have company?
And she fine China.
What is she like Tupperware? That shit never breaks.
Coming to the ring, Tupperware.
Look, and then you got to pop the button on the bottom to open it.
That's how you do it. I'm over here struggling with it after I put it in the microwave. I'm like, how the
nah, you gotta. There's a little A spot on the bottom.
I'm over here with the freaking fork trying to pop it up so without burning my hands.
No, that's Rubbermaid. Where it rips off the top. Tupperware.
Jeez, man.
Nobody else
to replace it, man.
It's unbreakable. You get it in an armbar, doesn't care.
That's true, man. It was the eighth wonder of the world. That was good times, man. But I heard she was not really a good wrestler. I don't know if it's true or not, but
she looked the part. A good wrestler, the real ones, they're all
on the wrestler. She had the little cups.
Well, they're actors.
They're stunt double. Was it stunt actors?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of, yeah.
You ever see the stunt double picture of the Guardians of the Galaxy? Now that looks like a porn parody. It's like it's Chris P. Rat. It's like
Chris P. Rat.
Zoe the Sardina. It's like it's like Racket Raccoon, like the most random assortment. It's so weird. I guess there is no Rocket because why would he need a stunt double? But yeah,
it'll be a freaking what's it called? Bestiality right there. We don't want none of that.
Very jarring. Yes, I guess Rocket himself would need a stunt double, but he's animated. So anyway, what are we talking about? Smart Zombie.
Today we are discussing She-Hulk on Disney Plus. It was first impressions. Hitman, go ahead.
I thought it was Lady Hulk. It's the woman wokeness season, right? Because we had Lady Thor. Because you all know that lasted a long time, and there's going to be a bright future ahead for her.
Speaking of her, she's in the title card, even though it says right there, "Rip" next to her name.
Oh, really?
She's on the little logo, that dun 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 dun, that thing, and then she pops up right there. She's like this. She's like.
I'll be honest. I mostly knew her from Marvel vs. Capcom. Like that's it. But hey, the more Hulks, the merrier, man. And especially with the like, I read up on her. I learned about what her character is, and it looks really fun, especially with the fourth wall breaking and such.
Exactly, man. I was gonna say that too. It's like I love. It's like a Deadpool-ish,
Yep.
But not to that point yet. You know, we got a little taste of it.
Insane.
I freaking loved it, dude. I couldn't wait to tell these guys. You know, like I was bursting out laughing. I'm like, wow, like I'm actually enjoying it. I'm not dreading it. This not. I was like, okay, you know.
Yeah. So first of all, the character herself, she's played by the lead role who was in Orphan Black, which was a UK show about cloning. And like, if you haven't seen that, like, go back and watch it. It was pretty interesting. I didn't watch the entire thing because it was pretty long, but like, yeah, like she met her clones and they had to kill you. It was really interesting, really good, and she was a great actress. So it's good to see her pick up another role, especially one that's so prominent.
Exactly, like in your face.
Mm-hmm.
I had my doubts. You know, I was saying that or before we started watching. I'm like, okay, I understand why she's so perfect for the role. She's quirky.
Yeah,
you like put her out of the Marvel thing. Like you saw her like on Instagram, the roles that they were doing for the premiere. I was like, she's a little out there. And then all of a sudden, like, okay, out there is good.
what we need.
We're out there and we're here. So yeah, like I really enjoy.
Like Rogaine.
So yeah, let's do a little quick retrospective. The year was 1980. See, we're still keeping it to continuity. I don't know how it happened. It just did from The Thing, 1982 to 1980.
Yeah, so we went backwards, I guess.
Same time period. You know, just like Mortal Kombat with their 95 and then 97. So it's time warping, jumping. So the reason why she what was the first appearance of She-Hulk in the comic book was She-Hulk Savage. The Savage She-Hulk debuted in 1980.
Wow.
And they made her because the what's it called, of the Bionic because of the Bionic Man show. Had a counterpart to the Bionic. Damn it, I can't even say it. How is that? Bionic
McMahon.
McMahon.
Interesting. There were a lot of, people are like, oh, superheroes in the media. There were a lot of them back in the day too.
Yeah.
Like we pretty much had like the full-on Avengers back in the day at various points on like really crappy TV shows. I thought she would have been a part of the Hulk. The Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Are you big and green?
The Green Giant. So the reason why they created it is because those two shows were a great success, and also Marvel didn't want to lose the licensing or trademark of it, so that's why they beat the show to the punch. because of the Incredible Hulk show and all that. So that's why they created her first, and then they owned the right. And that was Stanley's last character that he created before he came back. So he left for a time period, and then he bounced back.
Excelsior.
So that was pretty cool, you know. And then what number one song you think was playing at the time?
Blondie, I don't know. Or like the Police or Eagles. I'm gonna say one of those three, but I don't know.
Wow, look at you, right on the bunny. The first one you said.
Freaking Blondie, yeah, because she like dominated the early '80s.
And what song you think it was?
I don't know any of her songs or their songs because it was a band. Good telephone.
Call me.
Hit up my homie on the cell phone because I only one phone call in prison.
Used to call me on the cell phone.
Call me. Oh yeah, and she did the. All right. Wow.
And then one more top movie domestically.
Oh, shit. I don't remember. I don't know if I saw a lot of
It
stuff.
has to do with space. We're still in the space.
I don't know if I saw a lot of stuff from the 80s. Maybe Alien, because I think the original Alien came out like 81 or 80.
Number one grossing movie of all time is The Wars of Stars. Episode
Gosh.
5.
Damn. All right.
I know.
I thought those were. Yeah, I was thinking like 78 was, but yeah, no, because that's when it started.
That's crazy.
You know what? Like, little side note though, because we were talking about all the movies that were probably like Mortal Kombat was like 80 or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of movies in a year, man. What do we have now? Like 30?
Yeah, it's just freaking
dude.
stopping.
Yeah, like back then you could just have an idea and then it was a movie. Like now, look at even Steven Spielberg is making movies and like not all of them are going out there.
I feel like it's a lot of rehash, and also too because we have a lot of streaming services that it's just dividing the attention of people.
I guess so.
It's like look at that, the House of Dragons that we've been seeing all over the freaking TV is just like it's going straight to HBO instead of theaters or whatnot. So people are trying to grow their own audiences. Like, just like here, like She-Hulk, it was made for streaming instead of movie theaters.
I don't know how I feel about HBO these days with their cutting their animation department significantly because they don't.
I saw that. I'm like, what are you guys doing? That's the most money draw that you have.
They don't want to pay their creators, and it's crazy because they overtook DC and a whole bunch of other networks, and they're like, we don't want to pay royalties on all these shows because people aren't really watching them. It's like,
yeah, not only that, like look what they did with the Batgirl. It was already done, and they just chopped it right there.
And they're like, great, we can't get a Latina Batgirl. Not a good look. No, sir.
And it's great. I was sad because, like I said before, like I'm really enjoying their animated, DC Batman and all that.
Well, but it's mostly their third party stuff that gets the axe. That was a big conglomerate meltdown. It was a mess. Little known fact, I was on a show that was on the DC streaming network. That once the merger happened, because it was around the time of the merger.
Yeah.
It got the axe, and it just no longer exists. I think it's on YouTube only, but I think we may have called it out like a year and a half ago when we first started. We always talked about how I was Batman.
Yeah.
Voice X panels, YouTube. Not to plug, it's just like
it's still here. It's like there. You hit that little link. Yeah, it's direct link to your.
It would have been really cool to see that blow up, but
yeah, it's just chopped it, and I was the series I'm really liking is like they keep releasing Constantine.
Yeah.
So I'm up to the third movie, so I'm like, keep it coming.
Really,
I'm really enjoying it.
I know he was in all the Justice League Darks, which I saw.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Same character, same all that.
the new one that came out was it's called Haunted Mansion. I think it was like little shorts here and there.
Uh oh. Don't tell Papa Mouse.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell do you think you're doing in my mansion?
That's mine.
Oh, boy.
Dude, there's this freaking joke. It's so hilarious. So there's this guy in a hotel, right? And he calls the front desk. He's like, excuse me. He's like, yeah, like I'm sorry, my English is not that good. He's like, it's fine. Well, what happened? Like, you know that cartoon, Tom and Jerry? He's like, yeah. Like I have Jerry's in my room, and he's just like, the operator is like, what? It's like, Jerry is in my room. He's like, oh, you have a mouse? He's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, okay. And then he goes, can you bring Tom with you? He's like, no, we don't have a Tom. He's like, oh, okay. Come, please. Oh God.
Hey, how does a penguin build a house?
Ice cubes.
It glues it.
Oh God. I'll share the video after. But yeah, man, that's a little side note on DC. You know, did you end up watching the Super Pets?
No.
No. I just skipped to the end credits. It's supposed to be canon, but it's not canon. Sorry if you guys didn't see it. I'm gonna spoil it right now. So at the end, 3, 2, 1, spoilers. Okay, that was cool.
Count it down.
Okay. So at the end, supposedly the Rock comes out as a Black Bolt, and he has Anubis with him.
Wait, the Rock was
So,
already
yeah.
voicing Super Dog.
I know, but he's like talking between him and himself, which is so it's supposed to be continuity against Superman. So they were about to start fighting, and then
Oh,
that's
great.
where
We get to see another stunt double in a super suit. Bring on the cameos.
so Super Pets they were about to get down and stuff, and then the super what's it? Crypto gets the squeaky toy right from
Cryptocurrency, Dogecoin. They're gonna rename
the
it.
Doja coin. So they stop right there. That's a little teaser between Superman and Black Bolt.
Oh no, yeah, that's a hard no, thank you.
A little weak ass. Fuck out of here. He's got to say Shazam and cut his throat, and he's done. He'll turn into a bag of bones, man.
Like in Injustice when he does it.
Oh yeah.
He goes to say Shazam and he freaking melts his eyes.
Just he was just a kid. No, he wasn't. He's our ad trader. Oh shit. We'll probably review that down the line. Injustice. We'll see. Is it time to get into what we came for?
Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Come on and do it. Ain't nothing to it. Read that She-Hulk.
So after the main title card, like we said before, we see Jane Foster like this, and then at the end with the M, we see Shang-Chi. So that's kind of a telling that it might continue from that Shang-Chi arc, because he's right there.
It's clearly phase 5.
Yeah, so it's hopefully we'll get a better ending. And after that we get superpower mantra in the law office. So she's like, oh, like if I had the power of not to do it, but in reality, like you start zooming out, you see his law people, his her, I guess her firm that she's working with, her firme, you know. And as they're discussing it, you see what's her name? I guess her name. They really don't say the girl, her friend's name yet.
Ginger, the paralegal, her best friend.
Yeah, her best friend paralegal. She's like,
Real quick, we did know it was phase 5 because we saw the Hulkster in Professor Hulk form or whatever he freaking calls himself now with
Smart
his
Hulk.
arm brace.
Yeah.
Smart zombie, smart Hulk. Yeah.
So
So,
I'm
yeah,
not known by that
yeah.
name, but that's what they call me. Like, who calls you that?
Mug zombie.
Mug zombie. Oh man, and it's funny because when they're talking, like, oh, you need to get that savage look, so they actually reference her first, debut comic. Like, you get the savage, like this one is like, yeah, you got to
That
work
was
on it.
just regular time. It was not even. It was just them saying words, but the Hulk
Yeah,
actually in official form, Savage Hulk. We'll get into all the variations of Hulk in the near future. So
and then
look out for
coming
that.
forward, yeah, look forward to that one. It's gonna be a lengthy video. And after that, she's like, all right, let me get my stuff. So she's walking, and then her phone rings, like, cling, ling, ling, ling. It's like, okay. And then she walks in back into it, and then she goes, she turns around, and she goes, okay, guys, I know you're not gonna get into this little what's it called, this lawyer show.
Lord,
So before we do that, let's
let's just
let
get
me
this
catch
out of
up to
the
speed. Let's get this out the
way.
way. See
Yeah,
that they finally listened to me.
it was pretty cool the way they did that. I like
She
that.
did that, and she's like, all right. She's like, oh yeah, because they were talking about the girl knew, like, oh, you just gotta Hulk out. Like, yeah, she knows that I'm a Hulk, and like you guys probably want to know how that happened. So here we are. I was so happy when they did that, man. They gave me one episode of backstory.
Yeah, well, thus far, we don't know how much more is coming. But yeah, what did you feel? How did you feel about the origin, introduction, explanation?
So with that, let's continue a little bit and we get into it. After that, like we see them. They cut to a road trip, so they're going. They're like, and then we see a bag of Cheetos with chopsticks. I was like, that's not a bad idea. But where the hell am I gonna find chopsticks?
Yeah.
So they're cruising, and then Jane asks Banner, because we see him in his human form, and they ask him like, how you became human, and then we see that he has a Ben 10 armor thing on him.
It's freaking Omnitrix.
Dude, Omnitrix is keeping them
Omnitrix are for kids, Banner. Yeah. I was waiting for the explanation that wasn't just like, we didn't want to pay to keep having Hulk appear.
The CGI all the time would be too expensive.
Yeah.
I feel like they already have the model, so you just got to put them in different positions to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, with the Hulk has a healing factor. What the shit? All right, I get the Infinity Gauntlet like takes a toll or whatever, but healing factor.
He's like this. He's like, yeah, like my arm is so messed up, and like this
I'm
is
so
keeping
smart that with my smart version, I don't heal. Oh.
I guess he's not whole because this one is burned off, I guess.
I think, yeah, I don't know. I've read that everyone considers Smart Hank to be like it's like a better version because whatever the hell reason, some feat or other. I don't see it, man.
My internet's dropping. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's the heat wave.
True.
So after that, you see him, he's just talking and they're catching the shit, and then out of nowhere they crash because of the thing's spaceship. The thing's spaceship shows up right in front of them, and they're like, oh my god. And then they had to swerve off the road and they tumbled. And then she's trying to get out. She's staggering, and then there's a sharp object, and she goes, "Oh, I wonder if I put my hand in there and go like this, and purposely cut my wrist a little bit longer." Yeah. So she's out there. She's like, "Ow!" And then I would be like, "Ah!" I remember when I cut my hand down the right here, like a bitch.
Yeah, no, you'd be like, "Ah!"
Like, exactly.
That looked like that.
I'm okay.
Quite a bit. But then again, I guess she was on the adrenaline, and Oh,
And then
how
she staggers to Bruce's door and she like yanks him out. And then she's like, Bruce. And like, yes, Martha.
yeah.
Martha.
For being a hero, if his blood mixes with somebody else's blood, they die. He didn't do a whole heck of a lot to prevent that from happening.
I was gonna say next to Banner's already getting carried out, and he's like, my blood. He's like, what up, Crit?
Mm-hmm.
So like my blood, it's leaking everywhere, and then like where? She's trying to actually find it. Where's your blood?
Yeah. So I guess it's transmissible via blood, which now we know what the H in HIV stands for.
I was gonna say that too.
Hulk!
Oh,
Hell yeah, you were on the same level. My God. All right.
Goodness sake. So she gets her, of course, the blood like a vampire into her bloodstream because of the open cut. Especially didn't get the monkeypox going around. I kind of understand that, which is pretty cool because in the original comic she gets a transfusion from Banner because he's and then he makes her blood. So see, look, it's kind of continue. It doesn't switch. It's like a different way of getting blood, but hey, it kept it the same. Not like Ms. Marvel, where she gets her bracelets and the crap. They didn't change her origin, her origin story.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? But I liked how they kept the blood thing relevant.
It makes sense. I'd like to know what the hell's going on with the spaceship. We haven't seen.
Exactly.
I know that the scrolls are apparently a common thing these days, and whatever the freak Carol Danvers is doing, but we haven't just seen like space homies appear. Whenever there's a ship, it's usually like a big ass deal, and then this one's just like, meh. So I guess we're just like on the interplanetary network now.
Yeah, they're like probably, or like I said, the thing just like, where's Antarctica? It's like, yeah, to the left. Okay.
Yeah.
So the transfusion happens, and then after that, she's like, you hear her voice like, ooh, and then you have a little distorted, what's it called, image on the car door, and then she takes off running, and then it's the return of the Moon Knight blackout makes a comeback, not once but twice.
Thankfully, not at
the
that
first
level.
one is when she's running to the woods and she woke up and she's like, well, where am I? And then she makes herself to the old girls night out party thing. It reminds me like the scene from Terminator. At least she's not naked, but he's like walking. She's running walking to the restroom.
That's a nice jacket.
I know. Instead of taking it from someone, like you get a herd of women all of a sudden to have extra clothes, extra makeup. It looked like the makeup department just ran in there to help her out.
Sis, he ain't worth it, or she ain't worth. They ain't worth it. I don't know.
Get pop out the whole list. Everybody got included that time. So yeah, she's like, "Oh, why do you have makeup?" She's like, "I need makeup." Like, no, I don't need makeup. Like, I just need a phone. It's like, yes, you do. You need makeup. Here, get this whole pimp, like this fur coat on you, and let's make you look like a prostitute. Let us. There's your like stilettos too. Here.
There you go, Starlight.
Let me make you a cheap whore. Like, let's go outside. I think that was implied.
Yeah. Starfire. Yeah. My bad.
Starfire came out. Oh man. So after that, she like, you guys have a phone? I need to call my cousin. All of a sudden, like, here you go. Like fucking 7 cell phones come out of nowhere, and she's like, I guess I'll pick this one. And then she's waiting outside, and then these guys are like, hey baby, are you alone tonight? And that's when she hulks out twice, and then that's when she blacks out for the second time. And then after that, she wakes up in Mexico. Well, we don't know yet, but she wakes up in this little hut, and she's rummaging through, and then we see you saw the helmet in the background from Thor Ragnarok? And then you saw the Iron Man thing?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. I was like, oh, and they put the little jingle in the back, like.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So yeah, like she makes her way all the way down, and then she's like, "Oh, you're a Hulk again," and she's like, "Smart Hulk," and she's like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, I don't call myself that. They call me that." And I'm like, "Who calls you that?"
And then she lowers him. Well, that was supposed to be Professor Hulk. Like a Smart Hulk.
I know, right? No, Smart Hulk. And then of course they show the sad Tony moment, like, "Oh, he built this for me before he died or whatnot." And then that's when the question of, did we hit a spaceship? And then yeah, he calls it a what, a Sarkana Class 8 craft? Sarkana?
Sakaran, yeah.
There you go. So Sakarnian, A craft, like, oh, they must have a message for me, blah, blah, blah. I was like, how do you know all this? I don't know.
Because he's Smart Hulk.
I could detect any foreign language. So yeah, so they reveal like, oh, your blood, you transform into a Hulk. And like, and she goes, I don't want to be a Hulk, this and that. And then and then she was like, and she's like, I need, and then she's like, it looked like she needed, like, I thought she needed air or something. She's about to have a panic attack. But then she says, I need pancakes, and I died. I started laughing. Like mini pancakes, so you're like munching on them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, right? That comedy thing is, oh my god. So of course they wanted to see what's the trigger for her to change it to the Hulk, right? So they're back in the little basement thing, and she goes, "Okay, yeah, you want me to see what raises my stress level?" And then she goes, "I'm like, see, like I'm not the only one who doesn't like some Pixar movies."
Which one
She
did
brought it
say?
up. She like the guy from Inside Out, the little
Bing Bong.
elephant. Yeah, Bing Bong. Yeah,
He's like, there's no Bing Bong.
I know.
Like, say, emotional and stressed, intense. That's basically being a woman.
I was dying, bro. I was like,
Relatable.
I was telling you, like, see, I'm not the only one who doesn't like Pixar movies. Oh god. But she gets put into a saw room, you know. The thing
What do you use this room for?
chop
Good
out cows so
question.
you can eat them.
Yeah.
That looked like what's it? The new Saw literally where Saw, like they were getting pulled by the chains towards the Saw wall and stuff. It looked like one of the traps. So of course she gets mad. And then she's like, oh, she transforms, she breaks it, throws it, she gets the door, she opens it up, so flings at it, she goes, hey. And she's like, rah. And then she's like, hey, girl. She's like, hey, easy. Like, hey, easy. And then she's like,
she's like, I am.
She's like, why are you talking to me like a straight horse? Like a straight horse. And she's like, what? Like, who, Jan? He's like, yeah, like, what the hell? Like, you having conscience? He's like, yeah. She's like, what am I feeling? Am I feeling jealousy right now? She's like, you don't have no one else in there? It's like, no, it's just me. Like, I'm in control. I was like, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So she already
really
just
raises a lot more questions about what the hell is Hulk.
Yeah. Well, who's the other guy, right?
The comics, yeah. There's another consciousness. But he doesn't. There's no cognizance. He's just rage incarnate.
Yeah.
But I like, there are times where he's like, no, I don't want to do that. Like when he was afraid of Thanos. And like other things in the comics that have really gone into detail, I'm sure.
Jack them up.
Yes, yeah.
So yeah, that was saying too. I was like, so she's like in control. Like, are you in control? It's like, yeah. And she's like, it took me years to do that shit. She's like, you're not battling no one. And then that's when she's telling him, like, yo, I was stuck as the other guy for 2 years. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So yeah, she's trying to convince her, like, you got to stay here. Yeah.
Well, you think about it. The other Hulk, whenever he hulked out, he took over his body. So now Banner just learned how to take over the Hulk's body. That's all there is. So it's
You
not
put it,
like
yeah,
they found
exactly.
like balance. It's not like occasionally Hulk is like, hey, like, no, he took over his body. They just switched places, right? Weird.
I feel like when it's like the whole spirit thing with the Grandmaster went.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so they're trying to do the whole aggravated. She's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. And she's like, all right, then just we'll try it tomorrow. Go get some sleep. She's like, all right, dude. And it's like a brother sister dynamic after that because the next day, like he wakes him up with a fucking air horn.
Was it
She's like,
really
and then
necessary?
she transforms.
No, but it was
Like
hilarious.
comedic
Yeah,
purposes, yes.
he does a turning red on it.
Uh, red
Well, I mean,
She-Hulk.
of course, I would hope they were close. That he's such a recluse, he doesn't talk to the rest of his family. And then out of nowhere, he's going on a road trip with his cousin.
I know.
So they got to be somewhat close at least.
Like, here's my number. Like, hello. That's true, right? How you get a hold of someone that's recluse?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a ping him or find the what's it called? Find my cousin. So yeah, so she's training her how to be a Hulk and stuff. Like it's funny with the boulder toss. Like, oh, just pick up the little boulder and throw it. So he throws it, and then she chucks it a little further in him. She's like, see, I'm better than you. And then Hulk picks it up and causes a mass extinction some other planet because he launches that shit like a fucking meteor. Like,
and then she's like, okay,
it's like,
I'm
I'm just.
yeah, you really showed me up there. Oh.
That dude's gonna hit a moon and blow it up, man.
I guess she didn't have the testosterone like he did.
I know. All right, you can see him like a little bothered by it, and he chucks that shit. It causes mass extinction somewhere further out. You're like, well, that'd be funny. Like, what happened to that boulder? I don't know. It's fucking cut to another planet. Like, it's like, oh, look at this freaking nice sunset. And
Did it go into orbit or did it just land really far away?
it looked like it went through the atmosphere because it caught fire and went. So it went somewhere. Then what else? It did the whole King jump. It was cool. He went raw, and he's like, man, like mocking him. It's like you. And then of course she pushes him off. Like the Hulk pushes her off the cliff. Like that's a dick move. He jumps back. Like yeah, it was.
Gosh, he did a Tekken.
I know. Right?
You're gonna join the Heihachi family.
Oh, he flies with the wings. And then what's it called? And afterwards, like, oh, there is an upside of being a Hulk. And he's like, what is it? Like we drink a lot, and I get a freaking barf. And he's like, oh, cool. So they're drinking all night. And then after that's when we see what's called. We see her trying to talk to him with the emotional control and anger. It's like, you're trying to tell me how to control anger. It's like, I'm a woman. Like I'm always in control of my emotions. If not, I'll be told I'm difficult to deal with. And then you could see her when she's saying those words, she hulks out, but she manages to come back down. Like she's in control of it. And Hulk is like, what the fuck, man? I can't do that. Like I can't do that at will. Like she does it at will. Like she could be Hulk and not Hulk at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like he doesn't need a lullaby or a calming method. She's just like Super Saiyan on or Super Saiyan off. So and of course he's getting jealous about that, and because he has like a little handbook thing. He's like, you're just mad I'm outgrowing your little handbook of how being a Hulk. Because like a whole pamphlet type of thing.
Yeah, he didn't even need it. He's like, oh, it's 15 years of research.
So the girl's like, I'm leaving, I'm going home. Like I mastered everything you wanted me to master. He's like, no, I don't want you to go home. Of course, Hulk jumps in front of the Jeep, fucking swerves, throws him through a boulder, and then after that we get the showdown. We get the She-Hulk versus the Hulk. And then it was pretty cool. Like it was a cool back and forth. Like you could see him just unleashing it. Like it looked like frustration and happiness that he could go toe to toe with somebody that you won't hurt. Yeah. It was like the time when Superman went after Darkseid, he could let loose because he won't kill him,
Yeah.
type of thing.
What's that thunderclap? Is like his one move.
Thunderclap. So we see him like, oh, I don't want to do this, but you made me do it, and he's like, he thunderclaps her like, oh, I lied, I did want to do it. And then she's like, oh, what is that? It's like, and she claps the first time, nothing happens, and then she continues clapping. She's like, oh, that hurts. Stop it. So they're fighting, and then the fighting stops when and they go through his homemade his bar that he made. And he's like, oh man, my bar, you destroyed it. He's like a little tantrum. He's like, you're gonna fix it. She's like, I guess, and she's like, yeah, okay. And then it's funny throughout the whole the series, like she wants to know if Captain America was a virgin or not. We'll get to that. For some reason, that was her fascination about it.
Because that's how she did it.
That's what she did. So then building the bar back together, and then I guess after that, Banner's like, okay, you could go back to the city and be your Lord thing. And then she looks back at us and she goes, I don't think he means that. And then he's like, what? Yeah. And then we're back in the present, back to the present. And she's like right there about to they're in the trial, and she was about to say her closing statement, and then that's when I wonder who she is, a bad woman.
Titania.
Monster. Oh, Titania comes through the wall like Stone Cold.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I can't destroy you.
Let's go.
She's like, I came to destroy you or whatnot. And then she's like, and then her friend is like, go Hulk out. It's like, man, do your thing. And she's like, oh man, but I really like this suit. It's like, oh, I guess. And then she takes her like, your shoes. And she takes off the shoes. And she hulks out. She's like, ah. And then this girl just jumps like it looked weird because she goes like this and it goes like that and it goes fly. Yeah. Didn't it? Like it looked like the like ready pull.
That was very smooth. It was intentional. Remember, Cousin Neil was talking about that, how I did like intentional silly scenes like that, like
okay,
tiger looking. Yeah, because I was thinking that too. I was like, they have to know, right? Yeah, it was totally intentional. It looked very silly. I loved it.
She walked and she like, and then she just one punch man her. She goes to the wall, and then I was the end of her, and it was like, what? And it's funny, man. And she goes, I'm ready to do, and she goes, shrinks back down. And she goes, I'm ready to do my last statement, and that's when we hear with Little Kim's, Who's That Girl? I think it is playing. Who's that girl? And then we got the end credits and all that. And then they're in the bar again drinking, and he's like, he made him fess up that like, oh, that's messed up that Captain America died that way. He's like, you know what? He got laid, all right? And she goes, all right, Captain America. And that's how it cuts. And that was our end of episode 1 of She-Hulk.
You know what? Like, it's crazy. I don't even know what to do with that. That very last credit. Like, man, like first of all, they're slapping everyone in the face. Whoever thought about that, which is kind of a lot of people. But second of all, his main ships are with Iron Man and Bucky Barnes. Like,
I know.
We're not ready to cross that bridge, but like his third ship though is Peggy Carter. Why you could have been Peggy Carter? Like
she pegged it.
I don't know. Like, why'd they make it a nameless whoever?
Because he said that before he left for the USSR, I think it was.
He just said when he was doing his USO tour.
Yeah, there you go.
I like to believe it was Peggy Carter, and he just didn't want to say it was Peggy Carter.
Because after that, he has Sharon, right?
Yeah.
The power broker. Ooh, power broker.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for them to all come back. What's the Captain America 4, right? Black America.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be sick, man. And they're doing the Thunderbolts like we were saying for a long
Yep.
ass time. But I wonder who they're gonna be
Nice build up to it.
replacing Thunderbolt Ross.
Nah,
Who's
I
gonna be a
doubt they're
good
gonna touch
casting?
that.
Another old man?
They're not gonna do anybody.
Or you
I
think
don't
it'd be
think so.
CGI'd in?
No, I don't think they're gonna touch that character.
Just because we need a Red Hulk, man.
Yeah, but they haven't done anything with it. Why would they just randomly? They got
It's because
Abomination.
it's not only that, it's because who owns it? Universal owns it. That's why. They
Yeah,
own
that's
the whole
why.
character, and that's why they haven't really touched it. And that's why Mark Ruffalo is kind of upset about them holding the keys to the kingdom, and they're not really doing anything with it. But there
Maybe they'll
wasn't
make
an
a
announcement
movie.
they're gonna do World War Hulk supposedly.
Yeah, I saw that not an announcement per se. It was just like a rumor.
A little
Maybe
poster
they'll
type
do
of
a
thing that
movie
he
after
said.
he dies, like they did with Black Widow. Hey, it's too
Damn,
late. We hope you like this character.
he's gone. But yeah, dude, that's why too that they haven't really advanced a lot of things with them because they don't have the right for it. I'm surprised they got permission, right, to do this,
True.
to go ahead with these.
So, what do you expect from this series? What do you want to see more of? What do you want to see? Period. What do you
I
want
like
before?
the random bad guys. I enjoy watching the boy. If it this narrow this narrative, it'll be cool, you know, like different bad guys, and little team ups here there, like towards the end. So I mean,
That's
because I know the Hulk is staying in his
absolutely
little
what
Mexico
I'm saying.
island. He's
I'm
staying
for
there,
sure.
you know.
I'm there with
Yeah,
the lag made us both stop at the same time.
I know.
That's why.
I'm down to one bar. I don't know what's going on. I'm losing a service here.
It's got to be. Everyone got their air conditioner blasting. It's throwing everything off.
There you go.
Plus, I'm recording from a bar in Mexico.
There you go.
Yeah, that's absolutely, like, to me, that's the most fun part, and I want to see. I can't wait. I want to see some B-list, ridiculous nonsense
Exactly.
out of Mar. I want to see like all their like Captain Sawblade hand or whatever the shit. Like I want to see your nonsense. I want to see the dumbest stuff, and then her defending it, and like, you know, growing as a person because of it, and then her seeing that like, hey, power does come with responsibility, and I maybe should do a little more, because she doesn't yet, but she will be really representing a lot of superpowers.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it is going to go down that way.
And then she's gonna have like a little sassy, sarcastic kind of flavors to it.
We might see a boob here and there. Who knows? We haven't gotten there yet.
And her rival is Daredevil, I guess.
I want when because it already is known that he's going to be appearing in this series. I just want to know when he makes his entrance. I want it to be impactful, not just "What's up, guys?"
No, he's for sure gonna be like a rival attorney, like a public defender or some crazy something or other.
Yeah, that's true. But whatever, you think they'll tag along with Foggy and them, or just him by himself, or?
I think at this point they would have already announced the return of all those guys. They did announce, what's his name, Kingpin.
Yeah. He's there.
They didn't. Did they say that he was going to be in the show?
Remember in hot guy, he gets shot supposedly, and then
they
loses his hand.
Yeah, they said he's going to be in Echoes. So
yeah,
I guess he's not dead, but yeah, he's going to be around.
He's going to be handless, right? He lost something, right? He lost his hand. No, his eye. He lost his eyes. He got shot in the face. Supposedly, I don't know, because the only thing we hear is a gunshot, right, by Echo.
Yeah. So a little side note, to me, my takeaway from this episode and the series in general is like, it's a fresh take, and it'll be a fun way to explore like some dusty corners of the closet of Marvel. Um, but also
Yeah,
a little more insight on Hulk himself. I mean, we all saw the like, I'm always angry. Like, all right, cool. Like, so am I. I sit in traffic, but um, yeah, if you
it sounds
really think about it,
like a
the
Saturday
guy
morning
is
for me.
meditating. He's centering himself
Constantly.
against a rival rage demon from planet who the shit knows. That he's an unstoppable anger monster in a literal sense. Like Banner, aside from being Mr. Smartman, could probably accomplish very many things based on his discipline alone, right? The meditation, the concentration, the relaxation, like you could go very far with that. So I think he's undersold
Exactly.
a lot of the time.
It reminds me of, yeah, fucking internet. It reminds me of the comic panel where he has those beads and he's just chilling all the time. And he's old and you see Wolverine coming
Yeah.
after him and he just rips him in half. Type of thing. That storyline. I mean, that you could tie in so many characters from there, because Wolverine goes after him because he killed the X-Men or whatnot. No,
Hey, Bob, you smell familiar.
somebody, yeah, hit the jingle, hit the. We haven't hit the jingle yet, so I'm waiting for the jingle because apparently it's coming every freaking show. So we're gonna find out that She-Hulk is a mutant too. Watch,
The blood.
Jane, you're a mutant. What?
Oh, she
I'm
got
a mutant. What's a mutant? I don't know.
It's just a word.
It's your blood, Jane. Oh god, it's like that. What's it called, Bruno? With his freaking blood panel. It's like, oh, you're a mutant, by the way. It's like, how the fuck do you know it's a mutant? It's like, I don't know.
I'm just saying things.
It doesn't look right. Like, what the hell? You're a fucking 12-year-old chemist or what? Bio, bloodstreams, DNA, I guess. But yeah, man. Yeah, it was fun. I had a great time. You saw that. You saw how time flies when you have fun.
Good save.
Final thoughts on the episode, brother.
I look forward to seeing where it goes. Like I said, man, I want to see some crazy, stupid cameos. But I want to see her grow as an individual and find her place.
Yeah, I feel the same. Like I'm keep this momentum going, man, because this episode made me fall in love right back with Marvel again. That like I said, this is a reason why we started this, because we enjoy this, and it was the quirkiness between both of them and how they were interacting with each other was pretty cool,
Weird little side note. Rumor. Henry Cavill has been cast. I heard a rumor. Henry Cavill has been cast as Hyperion for Loki season 2. I mean,
Oh shit! There you go. Hit the hype train. Choo choo.
That'd be neat.
I'm looking forward to that one too, man.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, Marvel, don't derail this, please, because if not, I'm gonna hate you forever and walk away. But you're doing an awesome job with this episode 1. You hooked me, man. Let's keep it coming.
Hey.
With that cue, our internet saying we gotta go. Like I said, it's like our beginning episode. We had so many drops and.
Thought we came a long way since then, but
exactly, and it's taking us way back again to our drop things. Well, guys, like I said, there's a contest coming. Stay tuned on our social media platforms. On Instagram is the Hitman and the Zombie Show. On Twitter is just the Zombie. You can hit me up there, or what's your Twitter? Heaven or Hell or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It's Haven and or Hail or Heel.
Haven Game Face.
There you go. At Twitter. I had a Twitter account for a game show. I got to do another one for a thing. But yeah. So many more videos are popping up in our YouTube channel that you're watching right now. So just make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell because we'll be dropping more videos this coming week and months. So stay tuned for the contest and now details and any plugs, senor?
Oh, I got this one. This one right here.
I thought you were gonna get the one in the nose, like a little hoop, hula hoop. Oh
Hey.
my goodness!
Oh, also, let's address the elephant.
What happened there?
I sneezed. It fell out.
Oh shoot! Hey, at least it's not CG'd out like. Opa! At least it's not CG'd out like the what's it called? The Superman in the Justice League is like baby lips and everything.
It might be. We could have gotten to that level.
Don't worry, guys. He's wearing he turned on a filter to shave off his beard.
We'll go with that.
Goodness, like we got to evolve, man. Well, guys, this is our end of our channel of discussion of She-Hulk. We'll be back next week with
episode. Don't worry.
No, of course.
Jeez.
Mother freaking fly, dude! It's just going. It's doing laps around my head. So yeah, we're coming back with She-Hulk episode 2 next week. Anime Corner is coming back soon. Like I said, we dropped the MEV of the Knights of the Zodiac. So check that out.
And we'll be talking about Dragon Ball superheroes next week.
Right here, look. Suggested video right there. Look. Knights of the Zodiac. Have you ever seen an episode?
I didn't see the old one. I saw the remake.
Yeah, the one with the animated one or the on Netflix.
Is there a non-animated one? I don't know.
No, I
saw the animated. And cool.
I mean the 3D animated one.
Yeah, that's the one. So I didn't get it because everyone hates the 3D.
Yeah, that was trash, bro. I'm like, continue it. I'm like, what are you doing? Well, anyways, Astral Chain and the Diamond Dust. Oh my god, yeah. Go out of your way to see episode 1 or 2 of Knights of the Zodiac. You'll freaking fall in love with it like I did when I was younger.
Nice.
That's what helps up there. Anyways, we're dragging this on. Stop beating a dead horse. For the Hitman, I am the Zombie. This is and has been the Hitman and the Zombie show, formerly known as Around the Marvel World podcast. Till next time, much love, and we'll be back. We'll be back next week, same time. I hope it's earlier, but same day. It's pretty cool. Like it drops Thursday, and then Thursday towards Friday now. But
We'll keep
anyways, till next time, much love, peace.